North on Lake Alexander for the Winter Chicken Dinner fundraiser that Adriana and Devin are doing here for the Cardinal wrestling team as they getting set to head down to St. Paul. So
yeah, we got to eat some.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's good.
it's
Very
very
good. Yeah, we just grabbed these two guys off the table. They just got done eating.
yeah.
Yeah, we've been joined by a bunch of state champions today. We got Donnie Hilton.
Donnie, all right.
Yeah, Jim Johnson.
Jim Johnson.
Now we got Eric Kramer. And Martin Carlson.
Yeah, that's
Darren Helmany's got to get his butt out here.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So these guys are obviously part of the coaching staff right now and a big part of the success that Staples Mountain is having. So,
Yeah.
congratulations, guys. And
Thank you very much. Yeah.
yeah. And I don't know, Eric, let's start with you. I don't know, talk about a little bit about the program and
Oh, well, it's a great group of kids this year. So, I mean, and this group has been coming through for a number of years, and we knew they were special. So, I moved here the COVID year from Brainerd. I was coaching in that program for quite a few years at middle school and youth level. And so this, moving over here and having have an opportunity to work with these kids, and really excited about what going down and competing this week. So
sure.
Yeah. 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 It's been rewarding to see this group. I've seen this group since they were, youth program when Dan and Steve and we're down there. And then I think when they were about fifth grade, I jumped up to the varsity program, but I've seen this group front and close for a long time. And it's a fun group, and we're excited about opportunities ahead of us. So finish the year strong.
Yeah, they're very impressive to watch. Matter of fact, we were just talking with Mark Anderson, and he says this probably could be the best Class A team ever. I don't know. I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's probably debatable, but yeah, it's his opinion.
Yeah. So, yeah, we got to go take care of business. And
Right.
the great thing about this group is, we had got to Baptist State a couple years ago, and I think this last year it was a little bit of a business trip. They had a lot of fun, but they have a mindset when they get there, like, we're going to go and compete. And I think having that experience on the state tournament is really, really big. So this is our third year in a row, and I think these guys kind of know the expectations. Have fun, go out there, compete, score a lot of points. It's a fun crew to coach, and I think Coach Kramer will agree to that. So
well, and
we're pretty privileged.
our schedule is tough. So, I mean, kudos to Shane does a lot to put that together. And so the fact that we compete against not just the best in the state, but in one case, at least at the Clash, some of the best in the nation. So the kids are ready and battle hardened and ready to go compete.
Well, I was going to say that when Mark was talking about, being at the state tournament and being down in that atmosphere is one thing, but just the schedule, the grind of the 4 days this year. The clash itself is, even though that's only two, that's a hell of a grind.
The class has been good for us for battle test mindset. Like we said that last year, halfway through the year, we got through the Clash, and we're like, hey, let's keep grinding. We're battle tested. We wrestle tough competition, and I think the Clash is just unique in that it's the first day feels like a state tournament. The second day we've been making that bracket, and it's like a national tournament. You got top 40 teams that you're competing, and the kids learn a lot from that too. So I mean, kids take some losses and they're kind of like humbled a little bit, but then they get back to the mat and try to improve and get better each day. So that's been big for us.
You find out quickly what you need to work on, and we're able to focus the practices and on those weaknesses. So,
and that's, we've talked about that a handful of times with, I think of like when Gage wrestled, and even Colby wrestling like Grayson Egham and Gage wrestling Christian Joey. I mean, to be able to be into those matches, to be able to compete in those matches, you have to be at that high level. And how do you get to that high level? It's wrestling those kids on a regular basis. I mean, you can't. So it's pretty. you know, obviously you have the team to be able to go out and compete there. That helps, but
Right.
you can't get there without having
And
that
those kids
sharpen
want
that.
those matches. They want that test.
Yeah.
I think that's the cool part. So that's the
And that's kind of that you mentioned that Ham. We've kind of tried to just get the seniors that we talk to here.
fun group.
Yeah, and we still got to find a way to get Turner. We've been whatever, keep running up against. So Turner's the only senior we haven't had on, but each time we talk to him, and then obviously we had Gage on, but we've heard that. We've asked that question about matches. What's a match you competition forward to? And they bring up instantly. Riley. It wasn't even. It was like he knew I was going to ask that question, and before I even started, it was the Simon Beckman. I want that match. I want to see it. And
Yeah.
He's going to get that match state tournament again. Probably.
Looks like they're on a collision course for
Yeah.
for a second
the
round.
fourth time this year, I think.
yeah,
Yeah. So it's always tough to beat a kid that many times. So.
And he's narrowed the gap each time.
Yeah,
Little
he's
closer,
right
so,
there.
Um,
Yeah.
Yeah, when we had Eli Greenwald on and Riley, they both gave you a ton of credit for their success. At least Eli did. He said he's been working with you at the takedown gym for many years. So
I did
So-
hear that, and I appreciated all
yeah,
the
right.
things that they had to say. So
We hear nothing but good things about both of you. So
Yeah.
good to have coaches like you guys.
It's fun to work with this group, and Coach and I worked with these guys for a long time, and all the coaching staff, and it's fun to see their development. And that's the fun part, to see just their development on the mat, their maturity. A great group of young men.
That's what I was gonna say too.
Student athletes. I think we had
Yeah.
Class A gold in academics too, so they're great student athletes.
Right.
So it's just a pleasure to coach them.
Yeah,
I think-
one of my favorite matches at sections was the very first kid that Eli wrestled. You could tell that Eli was probably gonna pin him, and just the way that Eli went about taking him down and pinning him, and then the way that he shook his hand in the middle of the mat, and then Eli also afterwards kind of went up and shook the kid's hand. I
Right.
thought, well, that's pretty classy, and that was I was all warm inside when I seen it. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. So that's good. It's good to
Classy group, and
good to see that.
is important for us.
Good to see that young. Right. Yeah.
yeah. No, I was gonna. Well, you brought up academics. I thought, what was it, like 3.8
Yeah,
roughly? State something.
Yeah,
Top 4, top 5, something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Top 4 or 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So I
yeah,
mean, that's
they get
something.
after it in the classroom too. So that's just a tribute to their work ethic.
That's, and hopefully, we all talk about wrestling and work ethic and everything that wrestling brings that might be a little bit different than a lot of other
Right.
sports. And
The discipline and the work ethic. And,
yes,
yeah.
yes, and hopefully
The
they
grind.
go hand in
Yeah.
hand. And
Yeah, we don't have easy practices, so these guys are used to a little bit of work. So yeah.
Right. Do you like tame them down a little bit coming into the state tournament or?
Yep.
yeah, there's a
But-
little tapering. That,
Yeah.
Little tapering. Yeah. We want them feeling great, ready to go for the state tournament. So yeah, definitely part of the plan.
yeah,
You want to have your peak performance here this last week or two. So
Yeah. And have you had a chance to look at? I'm sure you have at Canyon Wanamingo, your first.
yeah, they're a solid team, and definitely have some down low, some hammers there. So we got to be ready to go, and well coached team. So
Yeah, they got a really good 14 pounder and a pretty good 21 pounder. Right?
yeah, so we should have some good matchups right there. And 27.
yeah,
27.
those are their three, right?
They're
Or-
three,
we have
I
a
would
mind-
say hammers.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Our mindset is one match at a time. We don't overlook anything. So
Right.
Whether it's individual or team. So our kids are pretty
Yeah.
ready to go. So that'd be good. The team is always fun. Kick things off downstate tournament. So
And I don't know how to, I look at, the fact that the fourth day, 11-year guys wrestling, and maybe this is where that we talked about earlier with that grind might bring
yeah,
I mean, because that's a lot. That's they're those 11.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the tournament as a whole, how the athletes respond to that, especially those that are doing team on Wednesday and have 4 weigh-ins.
Right.
The last day you don't
Raise
get
the
another extra
competition.
pound, so it's
Weight management, all those things.
So it would be probably 2 days, 2 matches per day if they kept winning, right? You'd have
Right,
2
right.
teams,
Yeah.
one individual, another team, and then 2.
Yeah, I think it's just finding the routine and staying locked in for those 4 days too.
Right.
I think that's another thing too, and it's a little different from the team tournament in the past where you had the momentum, or you could wrestle all in one day, and sometimes depending on when you wrestled, there's some gaps in between, but you kind of were focused on team, and now you throw in like
Right.
old school, where you had, team and individual at different times, 3 days. So it's kind of a blend of that now. So I'd love to see everything's new this year with that. You have to dial in with individuals in the morning on Thursday and then go back to wrestling the medals match for Thursday night is what teams will have to do.
Yeah, and it's an interesting, and again, back, we've talked about this, obviously, back in the day, that's how it was. It was
Yeah. You wrestle every one duel a day.
one duel a day.
A
And you
lot of times it was evenings, wasn't the first, especially the first 2 days, wasn't it evenings for team
Yeah, usually the teams are at night.
at night?
But-
I'm not sure in the finals days.
Yeah.
I
I
can't
don't really remember either, but
I
just
remember that individuals went after team on the final day.
Yeah.
That's
But
what
I-
the teams up to earlier.
It's usually like a 3 o'clock final or something.
Yeah.
yeah.
Individuals was like 7 maybe.
But there's the other piece to it, just the whole, these boys haven't experienced that. There's that mind kind of a shift too from team wrestling versus that individual wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a little bit of that. That's
For a team, you're going for bonus or trying not to give up bonus.
Yeah.
That type of thing. Whereas an individual, all you got to do is get your hand raised at the end.
Right. You just got to win by 1 point.
Yep. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, all,
It's-
all the teams and everyone's gonna be adjusting to that different schedule this year and try it out. There's a lot of great things like it's been talked about with double elimination and
Yeah.
expanded to girls. So, we roll with the positives and
And
go with the
it's
schedule.
going to continue to change over the next few years. But
As girls grows and they add
We
teams.
don't have to go on the road of keeping the 4 day or whatever, but I think we have to look at some of these things with the growth as enhancements, and if there is change, you can always look at it from a negative lens, but looking at like, hey,
yeah.
what are we getting? But 4 days, we'll see how 4 days goes.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, it was 4 days a few years ago, and I don't remember how many years ago that was, but
Mm-hmm.
back in the maybe
Yeah,
the
they
early
did it for
mid 2000s, 2008, 2009.
Yeah. Somewhere. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wasn't involved with high school stuff for
Yeah.
that time, but yeah, they did like a 2 or 4 year, 2-3 year trial.
Yeah,
Not
because
maybe.
Jordan Benson, it was when he was a state finalist, he literally wrestled 1 match a day. So
And did they do team?
team was intermingled, so
Intermingled.
so you might have to wrestle Wednesday, Friday, or Thursday, Friday, or So there was a day they skipped for a team,
Okay.
depending on what class you were in. But
Right.
so
Yeah.
Let's see.
it's
Well, if this other 2 days with team works out, kind of like 1 day, but
Yeah, it would be
And
it'd be kind of ideal in my opinion to do it in 1 day, but it's
I kind of get it and I understand a little bit when we had Mark Queasley on a while back, he kind of, because he was of the kind of my thought process too of, well, I was talking to Blaine up at the bar here a little bit ago about, I don't think I'm coming down Wednesday. And that's been pretty common.
I've heard that from a few
Yeah.
people.
that's
Yeah.
what I heard a lot too.
And so, what's been fun about it the last couple of years is basically we closed the town
Yeah.
and everybody comes down, everybody takes 1 day off of
Right.
work and that whole thing. And, for those of us that are wrestling people, hell, you could have it a whole week and we'll probably take the whole week off.
Yeah. Right.
But there's your fans that second day.
I've been hearing that
It
too.
might be more of an outstate.
Yeah.
it
I'm
is.
sure the metro teams will be.
Yeah.
And even when we were talking to Logan Brewer, the guy who does JB takes, he's like, well, that's a problem Staples has, but he goes, Most of the teams don't have that problem because they don't know they're going to make the finals, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we're not, but he's like rest,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and for other sports, I guess they do go every other day or every like basketball and things like that. So it's
Yeah.
like even like the fan buses and
Right.
student buses and
And
things
Shane-
like that.
Shane said they're going to bring one down each day. School's getting out at 1 o'clock, so I think your kids will be there. It's maybe not
It
the
just gets to be the hard part of the schedule potentially would be it's pretty late. So
6 and 8. Yep.
Yeah.
well, you get done at 10,
Right.
still settled in. You got to be up at 5:36.
Oh, yeah.
This morning. So yeah, it is what it is. Our kids
Right.
will adjust and
And their kids.
yeah.
Yeah.
We got to do that. That'd be.
Remember faster than us. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So what time? So Thursday morning, you guys are the third class to wrestle. So our weigh-ins during the,
I think they're like 7:15 is when it starts.
Yeah, and Class A will go last.
the girls are last, but right.
So Class A last, then girls, because they go in the order you wrestle. So,
Yeah.
so we'll have a large break after we weigh in.
And we'll see if it's a half-hour break with the two separate weigh-ins or 45 minutes. How much it takes to get through individuals.
So they weigh in everybody before AAA even
And
starts.
then, and then team, I'm assuming it'll go AAA or whoever's wrestling first. Or, for individuals, they want to get those teams out
Sure.
through the,
Yeah, and I
through the,
I think AAA this year
Yeah.
goes first.
they are AAA, AA, A. Sure.
I get it. Some people want the two separate tournaments to maneuver things around a little bit. So with that option anyway for teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's when the two different weigh-ins is because so you can move a kid around.
someone
you know,
around,
it's-
right.
Yeah, which makes sense.
Yeah, when it was explained to me that way, I was like, yeah, I suppose that does make sense. It's
Right.
uh,
Yeah. I mean, if if you could beat every team with Caden at 27, then that would be you could do that.
you drink a little bit. And
Exactly.
Get the,
Exactly.
Yeah. Or if you needed him to go to 33 or, like.
Right. If you need to cover 27 and 33,
Then you
And
do
for
it.
the upper weights too, like 60, 72, 89, now you got opportunity to
Right.
weigh a few pounds over and
It's probably more common at those weights to
Right.
do that, but,
Sure.
To make sure a strong 60 pounder could wrestle 89 if they needed to or something like that. It's,
Right.
but,
Yeah.
yep.
So,
yeah.
got anything else you guys want to add or want to talk about or?
What do you got, Coach? No, we're just excited.
Yeah,
I think
really
we're
excited.
guys ready to go and have our best wrestling here happen next weekend.
That's 3 more. I mean,
Right.
from a team.
From a team. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's fun. I mean, we always have a team first focus, but it's also fun. Like a lot of guys have big individual goals, and so it's fun to see the guys, a big team goal, but also the individuals. Those guys go out there and compete.
We were talking earlier, maybe with Shane. There's, come Thursday morning, how much bread might be out there,
Right.
and keeping you guys on your toes.
It's going to be
Class A is always fun.
It's going to be real busy for us getting because the way that they have the tunnel set up to get to the mats, we'll have to divide up and make sure we can
Each end, basically.
because I mean there was
Right.
a couple times we were crossing like this to go because
Sure.
certain individuals kind of might want one coach in their corner and
Right.
because we work with certain kids.
Absolutely.
So,
Sure.
getting from here to there can be
Yeah.
Right.
It's always a fun atmosphere, so that'll be fun. The team part
yeah
is just is a blast. I mean,
that's the
we're
most
there and we
Yeah.
can see the sea of red or whatever too. So
Yeah.
the support is
See a white on Wednesday.
whatever the schedule is. We'll know the day of.
You will know. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And you'll hear them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Well,
fellas.
thanks for joining us and
no,
and
thanks
good
for
luck
having us.
and
We're excited.
keep up the good work,
We'll do.
both of you. And
Well, thank you. You guys too. We enjoy the podcast. So.
we're entertaining each other, if anything.
It's like, but it's been fun. It's been a fun way to kind of get reconnected. Derek and I talked about that, him leaving the coaching world, maybe even referee. This has been, talking to some coaches like this weekend, and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just been fun to reconnect.
anytime you can promote wrestling and
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, it's a great thing. So
It's, you know, if there's one or two more people, then I, so good.
Yeah.
Good. It was fun. It was fun coming out here. Appreciate Adriana. And
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Absolutely. People in the corner here.
it's a great, yeah, great venue for it. Get out here in the summer too, enjoy some of the summer vibes. It's a great location.
They always have good music right out here on the patio on Thursdays and Sundays.
Yeah,
At least they have them.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah.
All right.
All right, fellas.
All right. Thanks, guys. Yeah. Yeah. Good luck. Yes. Eric.
See you guys.
Yeah.
The X or the Grand or whatever we're calling it.
The Grand, I guess. Yeah.
We'll call it by
Yeah.
name.
No. Probably not on live. No.
All right.
All right.
I'll give you.
Cool. Well, thank you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.